Now we will move on to step 3, that is operator overloading. At this point, we have a fairly full featured class that generates and initializes instances along with two new bits of behavior for processing instances in the form of methods. Basically, they are pairize and last name methods. So far, so good. I hope you guys are enjoying it. As it stands, though testing is still a bit less convenient that it needs to be to raise our objects, we have to manually fetch and print individual attributes. Example, Charan.name or Hari.pay or something else. It would be nice if displaying an instance all at once actually gave us some useful information. Unfortunately, the problem here is the default the problem here is the default display format for an instance object isn't very good. It displays the object's class name and address in memory, which is essentially useless in Python except as a unique identifier. So now what is the option? So basically, before I am giving a solution to you, we have discussed operator overloading in our previous videos of this module. So kindly watch those videos before you watching here, because there I have explained it very thoroughly so that it will be very clear. I am using one of the concept from that video here so that I can customize my display format so that while testing it would be easy to understand. Because okay, so now, so I have this piece of code you might have remembered because I have been writing this code again and again. So now to this piece of code I am going to add one more method which actually customizes the default display. Okay, so that method is the now to customize our display method we have to overload existing method. So we will do it using trailing double underscore str leading double underscore method. Now str allows us to tap into a specific operations and provide specialized behavior when our objects are used in those contexts. Let us put this into code. This is how we write. Def, that's define, and method is our trailing double underscore str leading double underscore, and then inside that we'll put self. Now what do you want to return? The string is name of the class, that is person, and then two curly braces which are placeholders for the variables, and then the format is self.name is one instance attribute and self.pay another instance attribute. So now when I want to see, when I print an object, I want to get this type, like it is a person class, and then whatever that object consists of, name of that object and then pay of that object. So that's how I wanted to customize the display format for the object print. As usual we use trailing double underscore name is equals to main string object to test the code in place. And let's see what is the output we get. See, this is how we get the output. This is what we want. This is how we have customized our object. This is a second object. Okay, now we will go to the Jupyter notebook and we'll see. This is our operator overloading. Step 3, we move to step 3, that's operator overloading. We will code. So now let us, before looking into how to customize the display, we will see how the default display prints our object. Okay, this is our piece of code. Now we have added methods using encapsulation design concept, that but now this piece of code we have been discussing for 5 to 6 times by now, and then here I have two methods in it. These are attributes, these are methods, and now I just want to check how it shows. I just want to show you one thing, that is print object. I have two objects. See, I have created two objects here. One is Madh, second one is Kesha. Okay, now this is what you have to focus for default display behavior. I want to print that object Madh and print Kesh. So what you are getting is main.person object at memory location with a hexadecimal number. For the second also main.person object at memory location. So basically there is no difference. There is no difference. See, it is just giving a memory location. It will be used as a unique identifier. But what can you make out when you are testing? Which is what and what does this consist of? Do you know anything? Can you make out? Can you make it? So it's difficult to understand what it is. So that is the reason. This is the default. This is the default display of print object. So now what I want to do is, I just want to customize display with trailing double underscore str leading double underscore method. Basically this concept is called operator overloading. If you do not know, please watch my videos. So then we will use this str. Basically str allow us to tap into specific operations and provide specialized behavior when our objects are used in those contexts. Now let us put this into code. The following extends our class to give a custom display. That's what we want. That lists attributes when our class's instances are displayed as a whole. Instead of relying on the less useful default display, we can make our own customized display, which makes more sense. So now this is our complete piece of code. You can see this. So here we know till this part. Okay, these are initial attributes and then methods. Then we will write this operator overloading method here. So what I have done here is I have used trailing double underscore str leading double underscore method and then self, that is by default. So now return this string format. What is that? What is the name of the class? Person, and then curly braces dot format and then attributes of that object or of that instance. Now let us see. Let's execute this and we'll see. See, I am calling those. So here it is. 1 minute. I just want to go move up. Yeah. This is one object. This is another object. Print Madh is one object. Print Kesh is another object. I just want to print both and we'll see what we get. So when I print, okay, or else I'll execute this and I have opened one more tab. So in that I will print Madh. See, person class and attributes are his name is Sri Madhava and his pay is 0. And similarly, I will print one more object, that is Kesh. Let's see. Kesh, person class, Hari Keshava is his name and pay is huge amount. So that's how we can customize our display. So I hope you got the gist of what operator overloading is and how it can be used to overload the default behaviors.